Welcome to Season 2 of the Paper Talk podcast, where we have candid conversations with artists and industry leaders from around the world. Our goal is to share knowledge, connect our community, and elevate the artistry of our craft. Hi, I'm Jessie Chu.
Hello, I am Quynh, and we are the founders of the Paper Florist Collective.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Paper Talk, episode 47. Today, we have with us our friend, Kate Alarcon of The Cobralily.
Yay!
Hi, Kate. How are you coping with staying at home and your two kids and not having a working laptop?
It's just a festival of cozy togetherness and just enjoying. No, it sucks. It's so hard.
You almost got me there.
I know, me too.
Every single day, I'm just done. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. And then I'm not a homebody at all. I'm like the opposite of that. I do not like to hang out at home for long periods of time. So it's like, it's awful.
Well, it is May, and with May approaching, we want to talk about International Paper Flower Day. I mean, that is such a special day for us and our members, and just being part of the paper flower community. It's so nice to finally have a day that recognizes our passion, the beauty that we make, our creativity, and just generally making beautiful things all together. So, Kate, tell us a little bit about this day. Why is it special to you? How did you come up with it?
I can't remember which day it was, but it was one of the sort of silly days like National Hot Dog Day or Donut Day or whatever. And I texted Quynh, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if we had a National Paper Flower Day? So we sort of started thinking about it, and I started thinking like, okay, who could I reach out to sort of spread the word for this fun thing we could do one time? And then I started thinking about the fact that like, well, there's somebody in England, and there's somebody in India, and there's somebody in Indonesia, and there's someone in the Philippines, and there's someone in South Africa, and it really doesn't make sense for it to be National Paper Flower Day. So I was thinking International Paper Flower Day. So I got out the word. Quynh helped me. A bunch of people helped me just kind of spread the word in their like own little communities. And we had this like super fun day. It was really fun. It was not, I think that the reason it worked really well was because it was very loose and it was easy to participate, and you didn't have to do a certain thing. It was just whatever it meant to you, that's what we did. So it was, our community deserves a day. We are such a thriving, growing, amazing community. It just felt really right. Once it happened, I just felt all this like togetherness, and I felt like we were lifting each other up. And I had such a fun day. And I went and went through the hashtags on the day, and I wrote down all the countries people were from. And we got to almost 50 countries participating.
That is so amazing.
I know, I couldn't believe it.
Love it so much. Wow. Our community really stands up and really, I love all the shout out. I remember all the amazing posters everyone did. It was just so beautiful to see. And I just love everybody. It's just like so heartwarming.
It was totally like a day of togetherness. In fact, there was one artist that I reached out to, and I was like, I really haven't been following you on Instagram, and it's not because I'm not a fan. It's just you make me really insecure because you're so good. And she was like, are you kidding me? She couldn't believe it. And she's like, all this time I thought, I just like, you were too cool for school. And it turns out, and so now we're friendly, it was like just this cool day of like people reaching out and saying, look, you mean so much to me. Your work has meant so much to me. You make me proud to be a paper flower artist. I felt like it was a day of like just coming together, and you know what I mean?
Yep. That's the power of social media. Having all of that. Everyone just come together on a special day. How are you planning to celebrate this year's May 14th?
Well, so I am just envisioning everybody kind of posting anything they want that's, paper flower related. If you want to throw an International Paper Flower Day caption on there, use it as a poster. And Quynh and I are going to talk about that in a minute.
But let's talk about the theme. I think we wanted to focus a little bit more this year on how we can celebrate International Paper Flower Day. What's the theme this year?
Oh, the first thing I want to say about that is it's a loose theme.
Yes.
And it's not anything it's not prescriptive. You don't have to do it this way. If you have a different idea, run with it. But I wanted something just to kind of focus us a little bit more. And also because the time feels so different than when we did it last year with COVID and us all being kind of trapped inside, and we're making all these beautiful flowers inside the walls of our houses or apartments or homes. And we can't interact in quite the same way with the natural world, with each other. So I was just thinking that a good way of talking about that would be the theme of secret gardens. So we're all kind of in seclusion, and we all have beauty happening in our four walls, right? But it is seclusion, right? So we do have to make that effort to kind of peek into each other's gardens. And I had this idea about like garden wildlife escaping and wildlife coming into the garden. And I liked the theme because I felt like it could mean so many different things. I think when we think of the secret garden, we think of Mary Hodges Burnett classic children's book, but there are walled private secret gardens all over the world, historically and even today. So it's not necessarily just about that.
I love that so much. It's such a perfect theme for this year. It just fits with what everyone is in seclusion, being at home and, creating your own happiness. And that's what Paper Flower is all about is you have that moment where you're sitting at your desk or your sofa or anywhere in your house and you create this magical world of paper flowers. And the really fun thing is you can color it. You can make it as big as you want. You can make it as tiny as you want. You can create a garden. You can create one single one. I mean, the imagination is just beyond. And I think that's why our community's gotten so big because it's open to interpretation by everyone and all over the world, no matter what language you speak. Paper flowers is universal. And I just love it so much. I'm so proud of everybody. Like everyone shouting out and saying, yes, I'm a paper florist.
I love the theme. I think like you said, I think it's perfect for this time, this place in history. I look outside at my garden and I just think, well, that's my sanctuary.
Yeah.
Or, yes, I loved it, but there was so much more preoccupying me, going out, doing other things, going camping, exploring other worlds. But now that we're stuck at home, it seems like I cherish it in a different way. It's like the world is moving because everything's growing. The world is moving and yet we're still stuck like we're still in our lives. So I think, I love that theme. And I'm so excited to see how people interpret that theme. It's going to be so awesome.
Well, and I had a suggestion for that. So this is audio, but I'm going to show Quynh and Jessie something really fast. So forgive the rustling. But so I had the idea of keyholes, like looking through keyholes to see, foliage inside, or flowers, things creeping out of keyholes. I just thought that would be like an easy starter image.
Oh my gosh.
Looking for, not just a starter image. I think it's really cool. I'm going to develop that. But if you need a jumping off point, I feel like it's a really easy one.
I love that so much. Oh,
it's kind of like viewing into someone else's life, really, in their little four walls, literally, because that's all we can do, really.
Yes.
Right? It's people.
And that's what we're going to do on Instagram, right? We're going to look into each other's. And my favorite thing about secret gardens is every secret garden eventually becomes not a secret anymore. Eventually it opens up, right? There's an end to this.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, that's so exciting. It's so awesome. Maybe we should explain to people what it means to participate in terms of, posting, in terms of, that. Just because visually we can't share it, maybe we should describe it to them.
There's a lot of different ways to do it. You could post any image you want and just do your little caption underneath and say Happy International Paper Flower Day. Anything like that is fine. Sending each other's everything is fine. Do whatever you like. But I guess what this is leading up to. So Quynh and I have this awesome idea that is mostly Quynh's. But so last year, people did these amazing, super cool posters. And I put them in my stories. I put them in my posts. And it was so fun to share. So they would take like an image maybe specifically taken for the shot, or they would make a new one and then make it into a poster by putting like International Paper Flower Day 2019. And so we were able to use it to kind of celebrate and kind of advertise. And it was so fun. People came up with such cool, if you look at the International Paper Flower Day hashtag, there's so many cool posters in there.
And also, you guys, if you need inspiration for International Paper Flower Day, if you go to the Facebook group, where the admins are actually sharing a tutorial that's specific for the month of May, we're actually going to show you how to make the clematis. If you ever struggle with it, our admins are putting 3-part series where they're going to show you how to make the center of the clematis, the petals, and how to put it together. I want to do a huge shout out to Susan Bond, Inga Peterson, and Jerry Rosales. They are going to put together this 3-part tutorial for you guys, and it's going to be free. So if you're not a member of the Facebook group for the Paper Florist, make sure you join because you don't want to miss out on it.
Yeah, they've done a wonderful job on it. Just imagine having these clematises in your secret garden, right? They're like the tendrils and they're like vines that are on the walls. That's just perfect, like visionary of what a secret garden might include.
Yeah. And then the next part, we have so many goodies that's coming out. So another really exciting thing that we're going to be celebrating International Paper Flower Day is we're actually going to do a few book giveaways. So Jessie too is going to be giving away her amazing, beautiful book, and also Kate Alarcon too. You guys, to enter into the giveaway, head to the paperflorist.org on Instagram. We'll have a post there. All you have to do is really simple. Comment with how you are going to celebrate International Paper Day with us. And that's all you'll do. And then we'll release it on May 14th. We'll announce the winner on May 15th. We'll give you 24 hours to enter in. And I cannot wait to see how everyone's celebrating International Paper Flower Day. All right. That's not the only thing, you guys. So on top of that, we also have a couple really fun things that we're going to be putting together. So we're going to be putting together some posters that will be available for you to download as your background for your phone. So make sure you tag any photos that you make into posters on Instagram with the hashtag International Paper Flower Day. We'll turn it into like a phone backdrop that you can share with everybody around the world.
So exciting.
So just a reminder, we have one more week before our Paper to Profits program closes on May 22nd. If you want to learn more about it, make sure you head over to our website, www.thepaperflorist.org. Also, let's just hear from one of our students. Our student, Holly Ann Dianusi of Flourish Design. She was a student at our Toronto workshop. And at our Toronto workshop, we made a ton of paper flowers. And it was such a joy to meet her. She actually lives just literally, I would say maybe like 20 minutes away from me. She lives up in Milton, and that's the city right beside where I live in Mississauga. And Holly Ann, we've been seeing her grow as a paper florist in the last, 6 months, I would say. And since knowing her, it's just been wonderful seeing her grow, seeing her flowers and techniques develop.
I know.
And seeing that she's
her
decided to.
So beautiful.
Yeah. And seeing that she's decided to actually invest in herself. Now, she started her business a little time ago, but I mean, just her being involved in this program with us is so amazing. She's so supportive. And I just want to shout out to her. I'm just going to read a little bit of what she says about how she feels about this course. So she says, I'll be the first to admit I am not business savvy at all. Thanks to Jessie and Quynh for putting together this program. I am incredibly excited and ready to get the business aspect of my paper flower business. And this is just a perfect reflection of what this program is about. She's just starting out. She's got some insecurities in terms of what her business and structure is like, her foundation. And that's what we're here to do, is to help her not just grow as a paper florist, but as a creative entrepreneur as well.
Exactly.
So if you have any questions, make sure you go to our website or DM us about it. Again, one more week. May 22nd, last day to enroll in our course. And I hope that if you even have any kind of inkling of thought of, can I maybe turn my paper flower passion into something more, into a living, I think you need to take a look at our program.
Yep. And also, if you can't afford the program, we also thought about the really important thing is all the templates and all the different forms that we put together. We actually put together a little bundle. It's called the Everyday Business Templates that you can buy separately. It's a little bit what's included in the program, but it doesn't have all the information. It's just the bare bones of the different templates. We have that package on the site. So take a look at it and see if this is the right fit for you. It's www.thepaperflorist.org to find more information. Kate, thank you so much for coming to our paper talk, and I love that we can share and do a huge shout out to International Paper Flower Day. It's going to be really amazing to see everyone posters today. I am so excited to see how everyone's going to be celebrating International Paper Day. DM other paper florists. Just say that you love their work, or share a technique that you found amazing. Put out paper flowers arrangements. Show us your secret garden. We want to see how you celebrate Paper Flower Days. Cheer each other on. Let's make today spectacular, everyone.
Yes, absolutely.
It's going to be wonderful.